Do you guys have an updated poster 7? The rules and regulations governing conduct on the property? Because that one you guys have, I mean, it's not a problem, it's nothing wrong, but that one's from 1995. I'm serious. But it's
chilly out there?
It is. About 15 degrees right about now.
Yeah,
last I looked anyway. So what services can the public receive here at City Hall?
Like, what do you mean for what services?
Kind of cool. So you have 3 departments in one: police, City Hall,
court,
and City Court.
Public Works. We're all right here.
Oh, that's awesome. All in one building, one-stop shopping.
Yes.
Hey, Two Arms fam, coming at you with some more great content. We like to show the good, the bad, the ugly. Education, not instigation. Today we got some awesome public servants who are doing their job fantastically and serving the public as they should with a smile and courtesy. Pretty awesome stuff. I even got to see a puppy dog. You'll get to see him and meet him. His name is Case. I love the puppy dogs. Anyways, we'll jump right into this and stick around for a little bit more comments at the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you at the other end, folks.
Hi everyone, I'm your best friend, back in town again.
Hey, Two Arms fam. We are in another small town. We're here at Fairview, Montana. Population 866. So, I mean, guaranteed, even if that changed a little bit, under 1,000. And if you haven't figured it out already, following our channel, we do a lot of rural places, very small towns in western North Dakota, eastern Montana, and it gets below 0 here a lot. Temperature today is actually above 0. It is about 16 degrees right now, and we're going to check out the post office. Can't see her. There's old Glory there. Take a peek at her before we walk in and go look for poster 7 and see if they respect our rights in here. Let's see what happens. There's old Glory. Hello, sweetheart. We always love to see old Glory. That pole's a little leaning, but hey, it's still standing strong. That's okay that it's leaning a little, as long as it's still standing strong and holding up. Let's go take a look around and see if we can't find as I said, see if we can't find poster 7 here real quick and buy a stamp. And no unlawful signs. Post office will be closed. And they are flying half mast, half staff, whichever you want to say. Hey, and there we are. Boy, that looks like an old one. What year? 19. See if I can get that. 1995. Jeez. Because honestly, that's the first time I've seen one that looks like that. But it's still there, even in 1995. Photographs for news, advertising, and commercial purposes. It is still on there, even from 1995. Oh, hi, puppy. Well, hello. Hi, puppy. Oh, yeah. That's what makes the day great, is the doggies. Is this your dog?
Yeah.
Hello, puppy. Say hello. He's so happy and friendly. I like him.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Case.
Case?
Case. C-A-S-E.
Oh, Case. Hi, buddy. Who's a good boy? Good, faithful, loyal companion.
Yeah.
And we rekeyed them. Out in Minot, they still have, some of these are actually still combinations instead of being rekeyed.
Oh.
The letters on these are because they were originally a combination lock. And then they rekeyed a lot of them, but in Minot, they still have some of them the old school way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And some of these still have kind of the see-through glass so that you can, yeah, you can see if you got mail in your slot before even opening it. Which is pretty cool. They do have one little case of new ones. I just thought it was cool that they have these cards available. Because we're all last minute people nowadays.
Isn't that the truth? And Hallmark is the best.
Yes.
Something I can help you with?
Yeah, I wanted to buy a stamp. And I'm betting that you guys, the same as everybody else, are out of the horse stamps. Everybody sold out of those, like almost
They went like
immediately.
wildfire.
I did have a question though. Do you guys have an updated poster 7? The rules and regulations governing conduct on the property? Because that one you guys have. I mean, it's not a problem. It's nothing wrong. But that one's from 1995. I'm serious. But it's cool because I've never seen one that's that old before. So that was kind of neat to see one that age.
Which one?
Poster 7. It's the rules governing conduct on the property. And it's, you know what's funny though, even all the way back to 1995, it still has pretty much the same rules. There may be some changes if I read it in detail, but what I'm looking for, which is, you know, photography and videography on the property, it's still on there, even going all the way back to 95. And it's actually kind of cool to have learned that. I didn't know it went back that far. I just need one stamp.
And, okay, I have a couple of different choices. Hank Aaron or the love stamp. They're the only ones I can have.
How about Hank Aaron?
Okay.
That'll work. Just to kind of memorialize the visit. But yeah, that was kind of neat. I was looking at it and I was like, this looks so different, the format of it. Because anything 2000 and up, they all kind of look the same. And I noticed the format being so different. What do I owe you for that?
73.
There you go.
You don't know what the current prices of stamps are?
No. I usually buy books or 2 or 3 at a time and I don't pay attention, honestly. It's kind of a collection thing. I'm collecting stamps and I just keep the receipt and the stamps together and putting them in a book.
Okay, 73, 75, 1.
Thank you
And
very
I will
much.
get you a receipt.
And I was telling the gentleman with the dog out here, your post office boxes out here.
Are old.
Yeah, no, they're cool, but here's the thing, the letters, not everybody knows this, you might, the letters were originally a combination lock. Minot still has some of them as combination instead of being rekeyed. They still have some of them that way, which I thought was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I like post offices.
I can
do.
tell. I can tell.
Anyways, you have a great day. Thank you
too.
very much.
You're welcome.
Hey, Two Arms fam. Well, here we are again in Fairview, Montana. Stopped by the post office. That was a great experience. And now we're going to stop by a building that appears to be the police department and city hall and some maybe county clerk. I'm not sure. I don't know what access we're going to have to the building. It appears to be a public entrance right out in front. We're going to go on in there and check it out and see if they respect our rights. Let's see what happens. And of course there is Old Glory. And as everywhere else, flying half-mast in honor of Carter, President Carter, who passed away. And apparently, so it's the police department, city court, and city hall. Not sure how that works, but this is for the city of Fairview. And if anybody wants to pause on that, the city office hours. Someone tells me this is a really small office. Hi,
Hi,
how are you?
good.
It's kind of cool. So you have 3 departments in one: police, city hall, And city court?
Public Works. We're all right here.
Oh, that's awesome. All in one building, one-stop shopping.
Yes. What can I help you with?
I'm an independent journalist, just doing a story on Fairview, kind of checking out all the public facilities and just looking around, checking it out, seeing how everything works in Fairview. And who are you again?
I'm Norma Carlson, I'm the clerk.
You're the clerk, and ma'am?
Mary Nordart, I'm her assistant.
It's nice to meet the both of you. So, how many people are employed on the police department here in Fairview? Do you know?
2 full-time and 3 part-time. 2 full-time, 1 part-time, 2 short-term. Yeah.
Oh, cool. And how often does court happen in Fairview? It's such a small town, it seems like that wouldn't be like every day.
Wednesdays.
Well, so every Wednesday. Then it's city court only, not county. Oh, okay. So what kind of hearings do they have in that city court? Is it just traffic violations kind of thing?
Traffic.
Okay.
If it's any misdemeanors, we can do, but if it's a felony, it gets transferred to district.
Okay. And what else would someone come here to do? What services do you guys offer the public here? If I lived here in Fairview, what would I come here to do?
If you bought a house, you'd come here to hook up your water and sewer utilities.
Oh, okay. Part of the public works.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And what else would we do here?
That would be about it, wouldn't it? Yeah, it's just normal small city, small town, and just your normal
Right.
facilities. License your dog. If you have a dog, you license your dog.
Oh, cool. I just met a dog over at the post office. He was so friendly. Little black and white dogs. An older gentleman came in with him. I had to pet the dog. Gotta pet the dog.
Yep.
But part of my journalism ends up disseminating information to people they don't know. I was in one county building and found out that there is a very large property tax relief to veterans. And then I disseminated that on my channel, and I got contacted by a few people and said, hey, I didn't know that. And so now a few veterans learned they could get a massive, tax break on their property. So that's why I always ask, what do you offer? Even if I know, I want my audience to know. I want my channel to display that, and people learn things. Because you might have people here living in Fairview that have no idea what they can do here.
Right.
They didn't know they come here to get their dog license, you know what I mean? And then they see that information and they're like, hey, now I know what to do. Anyways, thank you ladies for your time.
You're welcome.
If you don't mind, I'm just going to get a little more footage of everything on the walls around here real quick. Oh, that's cool. So this is a map of the whole city?
Most of it. There's a few pieces missing, and that's just our plat map, and it's not quite up to date yet. We've got a new one, so.
Oh, cool. What year is this one, do you know? Or does it say?
I'm not sure. I just have to update the property owners on it.
Oh, 4/17/07 is the date in the bottom right corner.
And I've updated it since then, but now we've got a new one I need to update again.
Well,
so.
when I stopped by the post office, I don't know if you're familiar with Poster 7. It's the rules governing conduct on postal property. It's supposed to be on the wall in every post office, and I see them frequently. And when I first looked at it, I was like, this doesn't look the same at all. And I looked at the date in the corner, it's from 95. It wasn't even in the 2000s. Which is cool though, because the same rules applied in 95 that I was looking for. I didn't know it went back that far.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was more of a in the 2000s thing that DHS made federal properties open and available for, freedom of the press and whatnot. But it went back all the way to that 95 poster.
Wow.
So it's kind of cool to see one that age. But the lady in the back, she kind of chuckled and she said, yeah, I'll try and find an updated one. And I'm like, yeah, that's a bit old. So this is 25, so that would be 30 years old.
Wow.
But it still had the same, rules governing conduct. So I mean, it's a little different format, so obviously something changed, but not for me. Do you guys actually use this as a meeting room with the?
We used to. That was where we had our council meetings. Now we hold all our council meetings over at the senior center.
Oh, okay. I went by the senior center and I saw it was attached to the fire department. Kind of, I don't know if I'm sure there's not access between the two or who knows. But are they open for the public like on a regular basis? The senior center, or is that just for events or?
No, they have lunch there several times a week. Then they have other things scheduled for the seniors, different mobility like classes, other things like that for them. contact Commission on Aging, Richland County Commission on Aging for that. And they'd be able to give you a schedule on what they.
Contact who again? I'm sorry.
Richland County Commission on Aging.
Okay. And do you know a phone number for that? And I don't need to write it. I'll capture it. That's how I do it. I just ask people. They tell me, and then I look back at it later.
It's 406-433-3701.
Okay, cool. Got it. And public candy inspection. You guys have the chocolate out. Everywhere we go, there's always public candy, but not everybody has the chocolate. I had some ladies in a county building tell me once, because I was like, oh, they just had the suckers and stuff. And I said, where's your chocolate? They said, we ate it all. And I'm like, I don't blame you. I would too. There wouldn't be no chocolate left if I worked in the office.
We take care of the puppies too.
Yes. Awesome. Yes.
Come in, they get a treat.
So, do people come in with their dogs in here occasionally too?
A lot of them will jump up on the counter because they know that there's some back. Or some will come through the door and come right back here.
That's cool.
Sit for us.
I was so happy to see the dog in the post office, and the dog just walked in like he owned the place, like he comes there with the guy probably every day. Yeah, he just come in and I start petting. Perfectly friendly dog. Do you guys know that black and white dog? I mean, it's a small town, so.
I
His
can't
name's
think of its name right now.
Case.
Huh?
The old man said his name was Case, the dog.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, black and white dog, elderly gentleman.
Yep.
Yeah, I talked with him for a minute and
That
pet.
dog goes everywhere he goes.
Oh, yeah.
All over town, not when it's this cold, but in the summer you'll see him and that dog walking everywhere. And
Yeah,
the dog will get ahead of him and then he'll stop and wait for him to catch up.
yeah. As friendly as the dog was, and comfortable as he was, I'm like, everybody in this town probably knows that
Nobody
dog.
knows him.
All right, you ladies have a great day. Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, and hey, Two Arms fam, here we are in Sydney, Montana. Still floating around 15 degrees, and we are at the Sydney, Montana post office here. Going to see if they respect our rights to record in public and all the rest of our rights, and take a look around for poster 7 as usual. It was kind of interesting over in Fairview that we found one from 1995. Let's see if Sydney has updated theirs more recently. Anyways, of course, we'll always take a peek at Old Glory on our way in. Looks like they got Old Glory flying with a POW MIA flag. I believe we approve. Anyways, let's see what happens. And we are here at Sydney, Montana. There's the zip code if you wanted to know. Old Glory over there. Sorry about the background noise, folks. We got a really big, probably one of the main intersections of the whole town here. Let's go take a look around and see what we got in this post office. Ooh. Just, I don't know, has a prison feel to those shiny metal boxes. Like I always say, I like finding the older ones. These newer ones, yeah, just, and maybe not, even if you don't call it prison feel, just a, I don't know, just a cold institutional feel.
Good, I guess. Still moving.
I'm not seeing poster 7 anywhere in this lobby.
That's a good day, huh? You have a good one, huh?
Thank you. Aha. We have located it. What year?
Do I close it?
You can close it, yes, I don't even.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
That's all you need.
Huh, it's there, and that's an 07.
Okay.
How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad, mate. Chilly out there?
It is. About 15 degrees right about now.
Yeah, it's-
Last I looked, anyway.
I know. I think last year, Sydney, Montana was like the coldest place in the nation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were like a minus 52 or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was cold last year. Hopefully we don't get that cold this year. though.
It's above 0, so we can't complain too much.
No, that's very true, very true.
Excellent, thank you. Have a good day. You too.
Hello.
How can I help you?
I would like to buy a stamp.
Just a regular stamp.
Which do you have? There was one with a baseball guy on it, wasn't there? I thought there was one with some
There
baseball
was,
star.
I think we still have him.
But I know which one.
I-
Yeah, and I forgot his name too. I don't follow baseball, but it was kind of cool.
Yeah,
I
it's a
can't-
cool stamp.
I know we do have them in the back because we have quite a few of them. Chris wants to put it up. on
Well,
the
or the
board.
love stamp.
What was his name?
Do you guys have those love stamps?
We have these two right now.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, wait, puppies. I gotta have a puppy.
Puppy just one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Gotta have a puppy. Dogs are life.
They are.
I love dogs. I was at Fairview post office just a little while ago, and guy walks in with the dog, just walking around the post office. I was like, that's so cool.
Yeah, we like friendly dogs.
Oh, yeah, he was very friendly.
Yeah. When I was a carrier, I had my favorite dogs.
Thank you.
All the spots that I would have to go see.
Oh, yeah. I love it when dogs are welcome.
Great, and now look at it.
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna ask if you want to receive.
Print only.
No, we can get that. And then
Mostly to memorialize my visit. I collect them.
We do value your feedback. Please take a short survey to show your experience with today.
Thank you very much. You have a great
Okay,
day.
you as well.
stay warm out there.
Yeah, you have a good one. Thank you. Hey, Two Arms fam, in Sydney, Montana here today. And Old Glory's where she should be. We'll take a peek at Old Glory on our way in. I don't know if she's in the shot there or not. But we're here at City Hall. Gonna go in and see if they respect our rights to record and all of our other rights as well while we're in here. But let's see what happens. And there's Old Glory flying at half-mast. As everywhere else we've been. Glad to see Old Glory being respected and flown properly. That's always a good thing. Sydney City Hall. Want to get that money. Ooh, it smells good in here. So, what services can the public receive here at City Hall?
Like, what do you mean for what services?
What would I come here to do?
You would come here to pay your water bill,
Okay.
to receive a building license, like a building, what am I thinking of?
You have dog tags, bike licenses, you can ask.
Building permits, that's what I was thinking of.
Permits, you have questions about your taxes.
Pool passes in the
pool
summertime.
passes, Solicitors licenses can be sold here. Park reservations,
Well, that's a lot of stuff you can do at City Hall.
yep, general information around town. We're kinda like a 1-800 Google. If you can't find it, like, then you will search it up.
You can kind of find whatever you need from here, and if you
Yes.
don't have the resource, you can direct somebody to it.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, just doing a little story on Sydney today, and part of what happens with my content is people learn what they can do where I'm visiting. That's why I always ask the question. Even if I already know, I want to disseminate that information to my audience. So I always ask, what services are provided wherever I'm at? And what was your name? I didn't...
My name's Carmen.
Carmen, and
Brianna,
nice to meet you. I'm Paul.
nice to meet you. And then this is Jessie.
What?
City, our
Oh,
city treasurer.
I didn't even know there was somebody else. Jesse,
I'm
right?
Making sure they're getting everything covered.
No, everything. Did we miss anything?
Not that I can think of.
But
Why
anyways,
so many?
how often and when do you guys have town hall meetings?
City council meetings are the first and third Mondays of the month, so we had one just last night.
Okay, and what time, are they a standard time?
Yes, they are. They're at 5:30.
Okay.
6:30, sorry, 6:30 here in the side conference room.
Okay, and is it in an area that's large enough for the public to attend, and are they allowed to comment during those meetings?
Absolutely.
Okay,
So our agendas not only afford for public comment at the beginning of the meeting, for the public to bring up anything that they wish.
Yeah.
But the mayor also, after every motion and second, asks if the public has any questions or comments.
Okay.
They're given the opportunity to participate at the beginning and also under each action.
Right, and certainly there's rules of decorum during the meeting when you can and cannot speak and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But within those rules of decorum, is the public pretty much welcome to speak their mind however they
Absolutely,
like,
yeah.
I'm sure.
We're still more of the laid back type of council meetings where we obviously have the rules about addressing, following Robert's Rules of Order, address the mayor, that kind of stuff, but at the same time, the public doesn't follow those meeting rules.
Right.
So there's
Some
a
people
lot
don't
of,
know.
Right, exactly. There's a lot of leniency during the council meetings. The only time that we're more strict on public comment is during public hearings, and that's just because that's official record. So we ask that people get up and speak into the microphone, state their name for the public record, official record, that type of a thing. Other than that, it's pretty laid back. Just if you have a question, ask the question.
Does the community tend to participate in those meetings a lot here? Because there's some small towns it seems like I've gone to and asked around and like people don't really even know or participate in those meetings a lot.
So it's more topic dependent for our community. Like for example, we just had a public hearing on a proposed project to expand our bike path. And we had quite a few members of the public participate in that public hearing. Our attendance is up also during the school year because the high school government class attends the public meetings. And so they're able to not only see the way that the meetings are ran, but then ask questions and participate themselves. But I would say generally for public participation and attending, it's topic specific.
Oh, okay. So was the city or county intending to use like eminent domain to take some land to create the bike path? Or?
No, it was, so we have the right of way already in place.
Right, of course, easement.
Yep, it was seeking public input because we want to pursue a grant
Okay.
to pay for the bike path extension.
And so was the community in favor or?
Yes.
Okay, 'cause, I mean, I would be if I lived,
Right, overwhelmingly in favor. Our bike path currently does not extend up 22nd Avenue, which is where it leads to a bunch of residential districts. And then also our softball field and dog park. So to have a bike and walking path to extend up there to allow the public to get to these residential areas and or the parks would be very beneficial to the
Yeah, that sounds great. You guys have a specific dog park?
Yes.
God, I love dogs.
Yes, yes. It was a part of a Girl Scout project.
Well, that's
several
cool.
years ago that we gave part of our South Meadow Park specifically towards a dog park, and she got all of
And how did the Girl Scouts participate in that? Because that sounds like a really neat thing to do.
They fundraised for the fencing and the signage.
Selling Girl Scout cookies?
Something like that.
Point me to the Girl Scout cookies.
Right.
I'm on it. I will buy some. I will help you with that.
Yep, exactly.
Everybody loves Girl Scout cookies. I mean,
Too
who
much.
doesn't? Yes.
Exactly.
I think I gained 5 pounds just thinking about it.
Exactly.
But anyways, yeah, it sounds like you guys have some great things going on in the community. I'm glad you're open to the public, speaking in your hearings.
Absolutely.
And within decorum, though, I noticed that you kind of pinpointed like speaking to the mayor.
Right.
If I were to participate in that meeting and I were speaking to the mayor, am I allowed to redress my government in that meeting and tell the mayor if there's something I don't like?
Yes, so all I was meaning is that I don't know if you've ever participated in like a formal, kind of like the legislative meetings, like statewide.
Not here, but I have.
Where they say, Mr. Mayor, may I ask Alderman DeFonso a question? And so you always address your question to the mayor, even
Right.
if it's to one of the council members.
Rules of decorum, yeah.
Right. We don't strictly enforce those. Is
Yeah,
all that
'cause,
I was saying.
I mean,
Because
yeah.
that gets to be very confusing. Even the council members themselves, they can, they will like politely ask to ask a question or address a question, but at the same time, we don't strictly enforce those rules of Robert's rules. You're not going to get told you posed that question incorrectly and embarrassed and made to feel like you shouldn't participate just because you didn't properly word your question.
Yeah, most members of the public don't know even what rules of decorum are, that they even exist, much less how to follow them.
Absolutely.
So yeah, there's got to be some leniency there.
Yes, and we very much, at the City of Sydney, we do everything in our power to try to make sure that the public feels comfortable and wanted in participating and give them every opportunity to, such as all of our council meetings and committee meetings. You can join via Zoom and participate electronically. All of our council meetings are recorded and put on our website along with our agendas and packets. So we do all of these things. So what's the point of getting them through the door if you're going to make them feel unwanted once they're there?
Yeah.
So try to make it very relaxed feeling so that the public feels comfortable participating.
Yeah, and obviously I've not participated here, but I have seen other meetings in which someone is saying something that the council members or the mayor or governor or whoever might be involved, depending on what kind of a meeting you're in, it's something they don't want to hear, or it's redressing them. And so they'll ask that member to leave the meeting, and they'll even use law enforcement to forcefully remove them from that meeting. And that is 100% wrong. You cannot do that. I mean, if somebody's screaming, yelling, cussing at you,
there's a really big difference between.
But if you just don't like what I'm saying, because I'm addressing my government, that's not.
I've worked for the city for 12 years. I think in that 12 years, I've probably missed a half of a dozen council meetings. And I can tell you with 100% assurances that nobody has ever been removed from a council meeting in those 12 years. So that's not us.
Well, and that speaks to your community too.
Right.
Not just, the people participating as far as running the meeting, but your public obviously keeps it within the rules of decorum on accident, just from being polite, even if they need to redress or say that they have a contradicting opinion about something.
Exactly. And there's, we ask that there's no, name calling.
Yeah, no,
you can be respectful in your way of addressing your concerns. Is all that we ask.
Oh yeah, like I said, you can't become belligerent, start screaming and cussing at somebody or calling them names or fighting words, and certainly not threatening anyone. But again, I've seen in other meetings in other places where literally they were just addressing their government politely, and they just didn't want to hear it. And so they're like, you need to leave.
Yeah, we're definitely not Dalton.
Who?
Dalton in Illinois.
Oh,
where the mayor keeps trying to reschedule council meetings and kick everybody out
You're
if they
right.
don't like her. Yeah, that's not us.
Well, and I forget the term. Doggone it, it slipped my mind at the moment. There is a point during the meetings where the council members and everybody can say we're having a closed session portion.
Right, yep.
But there's a word for that closed session.
Executive session.
Yeah.
Yep. So in the state of Montana, you can only have an executive session if it's to discuss open litigation or employee matters where the employee's not waived their right to privacy.
Oh, that's
so unless
good to
it's
know.
any one of those two things, then we can't have executive session.
And my last question, do you guys allow the public to bring in recording devices so that they can,
If I'm gonna record you and put you on my website, then you can record me and put me where you want.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I just noticed that this went down. I'm like, it's okay. The angle is good. Trust me, my equipment will catch everything from here to there.
Good. But yes, we realize that it's your right to record, so if you feel like you need to do so, then do so.
Jesse, right?
Yes.
Again, Paul. And it's very nice to meet you, and thank you for all the information and taking the time to talk to us, because you certainly didn't have to. All right, you guys have a great day. Thank you. Hey, Two Arms fam. Glad to see you made it here to the end. I hope you folks enjoyed watching that as much as I enjoyed those interactions, especially petting Case, the puppy dog. Oh man, I love seeing dogs, but isn't it great that we do have some employees out there that are just part of us, and they want to cooperate and be kind and serve us as the community properly as their job says they should. It's just awesome. I love knowing that in my surrounding areas out here that I am encountering a lot of really great people with awesome attitudes. It's a lot of fun for that to be part of it. Don't get me wrong, there'll be plenty of time for corruption and controversy. It'll come along, don't worry. But let's show appreciation for these folks who are doing a fine job. You guys have a great day, and don't forget, like, share, and subscribe, and stay safe out there.
Hi everyone, I'm your best friend.